Good morning and welcome to Today in L.A. I'm Mike Amos. He's Bill Rice Jr. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a special treat for you this morning, live from Raymond's Beauty Salon on South Brundage Street. Is a guy that needs no introduction.
Raymond
Ledford, and Raymond's going to cut Forrest's hair this morning. Is that right, Forrest?
I'll tell you some wonderful news. Last night, my wife Jody and our daughter Abby were eating supper. The phone rang about 9 o'clock, and it was Donnie Hussey calling from Houston, Texas. Kara, out of the hospital for just a few days, and they wanted to call and thank everybody this way for their thoughts and prayers and things that they've done for them and their family. And we just had a good moment of laughter, and I think they go back probably midweek Wednesday to see the doctors again to see what the next step is. But a special shout out to Kara and Donnie Hussey in Houston, Texas at MD Anderson Clinic. All these folks in this part of Alabama and across the country and the world, we love you and take care one day at a time. Let's have a good day and a great week.
Well, that's what we're doing, is we're raising money to help with all their expenses they've incurred in this treatment process.
Okay, and there are 2 more pies left. Now, you can call in quickly and order one of those pies. They start at $50. They start at $50. We'll take more than that for this donation. We're going to...
He won't have it, too. I'm taking one of the pies.
Yeah.
Okay, Raymond's taking one. Okay, so that's a $50 donation from Raymond.
Yeah.
So that is wonderful, Raymond.
Well, thank you, Mr. Raymond.
And
a customer yesterday afternoon, I told him about Forrest cutting his hair and everything. He said, he gave me $40 and says, donate 20 to Forrest cause. And I appreciate that.
How about that?
We're going to round it off at $100.
Well, thank you, Mr.
okay,
Raymond.
that is great.
I want to thank Dustin and Steve Camp, Floor Cable, Mike Amos, Bill Rice, and the whole Floor Cable staff.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, so does that run us out of pies? We're out of pies. Is that right?
No, I got 2 more.
He's got 2 more pies then.
5. Now I have 2 left.
Okay.
And that comes with the cast iron skillet. You get to keep that too.
You get to keep the cast iron skillet. David and Sherry Hams got one. I got it, I think. I dropped something, and of course, Mr. Raymond just got one, and Mac Lowry.
Okay.
Mr. Mac Lowry wanted one, so I've got 3. I got 5 in the truck, got 2 left.
Okay. Now, before I get carried away here, we'd like to have your brackets in today, so I can put you in a contest. We got a $100 contest going on who can win the brackets, including Steve Camp. So we're going to put our brackets in with Rice and me and you and Michael.
Okay.
Michael Amos is calling in from Great Beach, Florida. Of course, this is a special day, ladies and gentlemen. Forrest Lee has gone all out to raise money for his friends' care and support, and we hope that we'll get more and more people to call in. But right now, in just a few minutes, Raymond, who has cut people like Big Jim Folsom and some famous people, you're fixing to cut your next famous person's hair, and that's Forrest Lee.
All right.
Well, Forrest has become a celebrity. Forrest has become a celebrity just in the last few months. Did you know that, Raymond?
I know it. I know it, yeah.
He had one good soul. You know how old boy called me a good old egg. He's a good old soul.
That's right.
Okay, here we go from Ray Bones. Here we go. We're cutting Forrest Lee's hair.
Here we go.
All right, everybody watch. And
Ray. The Mohawk to start with.
Okay. And there goes one sweep. It's over now, Forrest.
God, it doesn't take long.
Oh, man, it doesn't take long. Forrest had a pretty head of hair, too, you know?
He's being a trooper.
Oh, he's going to be pretty when I finish up.
Now, he ought to be able to, there ought to be some people paying to see that haircut.
I know.
Raymond is here. Raymond is here. I see that sign. What does that mean, Raymond?
Yeah, well, a lot of folks, you know, been in the hospital a few days, and I think all of Fight County was praying for me. And
you're right.
I fell in the barber shop and had about a 2-minute pain. I'm not too smart. I cut about 4 or 5 weeks with the blood running in my head, and I didn't know it. But I finally went to Dr. Law, and he sent me to Sacred Heart in Pensacola, Florida. Said I got 2 neurosurgeons that know what they're doing. So I went down there and stayed 11 days. But everybody was just about praying for me, and I so appreciate it.
No question about it. And
I don't want to lose him.
I'll get him.
Let's let him wait till
I can get him.
I had about a 2-minute pain.
We're going to put him on hold 1 second.
I hurt myself. I had a pain.
Tell him to call back in about 5 minutes.
Well, this happened to me in June of 1981 when I went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. I got cut when I was in basic training. Oklahoma, and lost
Wah,
my
wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
He's the last of the Mohicans.
Hey, I got a cousin, you know Ned McHenry?
No.
Ned McHenry was a retired state trooper, but he grew up in the land of Goshen with Watson Kaiser and all them. But his daddy and my grandmother, Bertha May McHenry, were brother and sisters. But when he was in high school at Goshen, he had a mohawk for a time.
Wah, 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 wah.
That's our soundtrack.
Hey, and of course, Raymond is doing it. Look at Raymond. He's a professional.
He's done this a few times.
He walked around that chair many times. Is that right, Raymond? How many years? August the 5th will be 45 years behind the razor.
At his own place.
Razor, hey, look, let me ask this. Back in the old days, you used to use the razor.
That's the first barbershop, Mike. I was with Junior Bird 18 years.
That's right.
Soon got out.
Well, I tell you what, Raymond can cut hair. Isn't that a beautiful cut?
Jody, it's going to be all right, sugar.
Look at that. Jody, he ain't going anywhere. He's just going to be an Indian. He's going to live in a teepee out in the back.
Oh, well, what's today's date? The 18th or 19th? We're going to see how long it takes to grow back.
Well, I got some Creek Cherokee in me.
Hey, I tell you what, you were planning on cutting that mohawk, but I think you need to keep the mohawk, Raymond. Forrest. So go ahead and keep that mohawk. It looks too good.
He said he wanted to shave.
No, Raymond, Forrest, you gonna get a shave?
Yes.
Oh boy, that's a good-looking mohawk. God, that's a good-looking mohawk.
You got somebody? You got somebody there to take some pictures of your mohawk?
Raymond is here.
Take pictures after the film or something.
Well, get Dustin or somebody to use the phone and take a picture.
Raymond, from Raymond's Style Shop on South Bunny Street.
Miss Jane.
That's a good one. That's good. Here comes Miss Jane's late. Miss Jane's late.
It's about 7:10 now.
Hey, good. Hey, I call
her. We're not through.
I call her Great. Hey, Great, are you there, Great?
Oh, now that was pretty good, I guess. Yeah.
Oh man, then leave it like that, Forrest. Leave it like that, Forrest, and run, Forrest, run. Run, Forrest, run.
Get Jane can get a picture of you with your mohawk.
Yeah, she's getting it.
I wonder if we'll lose him. You want to
Run.
You want to ask him to call back in 10 minutes?
All right, bring Michael in.
Well, I'm afraid we might lose. They have to call him back.
Let's see here.
He'll call back in 10 minutes. If we try to switch through him, we might lose our.
Yeah, no. Let's see here. All right, Raymond, can you hear us, Raymond?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're live from the our studios on South Running Street.
Every day. If we lose him, he'll call back. Go ahead.
Who this, Mike? Okay, let's bring Mike
Well,
in.
he's not on call. He's got to call back.
Oh, yeah, you got to call back. And of course, we're located on our studios on South Grundy Street. Troy, Mike Amos, along with Bill Rice Jr. And also on the line is Raymond from Raymond's Beauty Salon
That's right.
on South Grundy Street, and with Forrest Lee. And Forrest Lee is getting his hair cut. And all you folks that vote for him to keep the mohawk, clap your hands.
No, I want him. I don't want him to keep the mohawk.
But I tell you what, it'd be more noticeable really as a mohawk, to tell you the truth. But it looks good. What are you going to do, Raymond? Forrest?
Well, let the hide be the guy.
And one of my favorite people who hates to get around the camera. She does not like being around the camera, but I will talk to her. And of course, Janie, we love you. How you doing?
Mike's talking to you.
Janie,
said
good
hello.
morning, Janie. We're calling
said-
from today in L.A. How you doing?
She said hello.
Yeah. She's not one of these people that likes to get around the camera, and she would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. Miss Jane said you could get your mohawk.
Oh, I've got a little bit of a mohawk now. I've had a lot of my hair grown off. I had brain surgery, Janie.
Okay.
I had brain surgery recently, and
Steve said we want to take a commercial break and then get Mike Amos on.
Yeah, we
Michael
do.
Amos.
Yeah, I'd rather have a picture of the mohawk
Wait.
if you want one.
Wouldn't take a.
I'm going to set it out.
Wait, don't take a commercial break now. He's getting ready to cut it.
okay, is he going to do it now? He's
Yeah.
shaving it now?
Let's hold it.
All right, here he goes. Here goes Raymond, going to cut it all off. He told me something about
Hey, I'm
shaving
going to
it.
join some bald eagles down there in Goshen. Bart
Yes.
and Robin Snyder, they're bald-headed.
Yeah, that's
Brian's
right.
bald-headed. Robin Snyder.
Well, I can tell you who you look like already. You look like Ed Asner.
Yeah, oh boy, I tell you what.
I want a lollipop. Tell Jimmy Redford to bring me a lollipop. I know he's got about
Well, Raymond's got a bunch. Hey, listen, Raymond's got a bunch of them behind you. Raymond's got them behind you. He got lollipops everywhere.
I think you've got a little Ed Asner working for you, the actor that was on Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah, in a minute we're going to show Raymond's beauty salon off to you. He's got a bunch of white deer there. I don't know. I got white. And, Raymond, do you do much all bald heads?
Yeah, we can make
You got a pretty head. He ain't got a dent in it. I've got a bunch of dents in mine. He ain't got a dent in it. Evidently you didn't get hit. Hey,
I don't speak too many battle stars. He hadn't been hit in the head by rocks when
no, you're right. Listen to this, Raymond. A Coca-Cola bottle. You mean nobody ever hit you with a Coca-Cola bottle, Forrest?
God, he doesn't even need a razor.
I got hit by a cup full of rocks one time at a rodeo in Goshen.
Yeah,
A
okay.
little bit, and I've got about 3 or 4 scars above my right eye.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, you're going to look pretty good, and we're not going to be worried about a haircut anytime soon.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to go to a tanning salon after this and get my...
Ladies and gentlemen, he has 2 more delicious pecan pies, and the pies come with the skillet. They come with the skillet.
I got 2 left. I cooked them last night right after Donnie called me from Texas last night. Donnie and Kara called, Jody and Eddie and I. Wonderful conversation, and we hung up the phone, and Jody and I were tearing up a little bit. And anyway,
isn't this wonderful to have a picture of you from downtown, from right there at Raymond's beauty salon,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
us on our cable
Yeah,
channel.
good job, Steve and Dustin, for producing this.
Oh, that feels better. 1307 South Bender Street. Come see Raymond.
Yeah, come see Raymond. You're right. Oh, here we go. They're fixing to shave it now. Raymond loves it. Boy, I tell you what, when Raymond gets that blade out, it scares me to death because I'm afraid he's going to cut my throat.
I would trust him. He knows what he's doing.
Raymond, but listen, Forrest, Raymond's been real shaky, they say, since he had the incident. He's been real shaky. So, look, he's gonna go up there with that shaky hand, and he's going to shake his hand right here.
I remember
cut your haircut.
You know, when I took a shower after my haircut and basic training, you know, you always shake your head a little bit to get that excess water out of your hair.
Yeah.
Well, I went to shake it, and that's the second time I threw my neck out. First time, well, that was the first time. The second time is when I saw Jody for the first time. I did a double take.
Do you think Jody is watching you this morning?
Probably. I got to be real still.
Oh, he's going to run with that. Raymond, show him that razor blade now. I tell you, that's a lethal weapon right there.
That's what's the straight razor.
That's
The straight razor.
Sauna blade. We never could sharpen our, sad to say, but I couldn't sharpen a razor.
Yeah. See, I used to love you hear. Yeah. Raymond, I used to love to hear you use that leather strap that you would sharpen it with.
Yeah, we don't sharpen anymore. We get a sauna blade injector.
Boy, that is lethal. He is cutting all of Forrest's hair, all of it. So if you see a bald-headed man running around,
I'm holding this hand a little bit with my left hand. I got rotator cuff toe.
oh, okay, and it makes it shake real bad, doesn't it?
No, if my rotator cuff will drop about I'll cut a flat top. It'll drop a quarter or a half inch, and you'll have a dip in that flat top.
This is a great view of Raymond from Raymond's Style Shop on South Ruddy Street, and well, we appreciate him letting us come into his place of business this morning.
And I'll say it's not too late to support this shave right here.
And we need two more.
But forget that. I mean, if you want to give a donation besides the pies, they'll take it.
That's right. Call in. Raymond, what is your number? And then what is our number? Our number, of course, is 670-0056.
Forrest, give them your telephone number. Probably the best way.
Yeah, 268-0738, 268-0738. And this should be live on Facebook. And I've got 2 or 3 videos. If you'll go to look up Forrest Lee, and I've got several videos as it relates to the Kara Carter Hussey benefit.
Hey, Forrest, now what is that first 3 digits? 670? Is it 670?
Yeah, my number is 268.
268-0738. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
268.
0738.
Yes, 0738 is Forrest's telephone
For the
number.
Kara Hussey fundraiser for to help with expenses, this family's gone through more than a month of expenses dealing with Miss Hussey's cancer treatment.
And let me tell you, you folks out there, if this show can be of benefit to you in raising money or doing any kind of campaigning for a good cause, a cause that we agree on, we would love to have you come by anytime to do some things that we can help you. We want to. Of course.
Yeah, call all your friends. Tell them to tune in to Channel 2, Troy Cable. To the Today in LA with Mike Amos with Big Bill Rice, and we got Mr. Raymond Ledford here, and of course I'm Forrest Lee. Want to thank Miss Jane and the messenger for being here.
Yep.
And Dustin, Gary, and Mr. Stephen Kent, and the Freeman family.
I'll tell you this. We'll never see a face Forrest with hair again. This is a good look. This is a new look for Forrest, and now I think you're going to see him with bald hair.
Oh, well, yeah.
Even though he's had a head a flat top earlier.
Well, you know, he had a little Drew Carey haircut for kind of a long time. The host of The Price is Right, and now I'm saying he looks like Ed Asner.
But would he shave it? He would still have to shave it. Most of these guys that have these slick heads, they shave it, don't they, Raymond?
We got a lot of folks saying they shave their head, but most of them, they shave it in the shower.
Yeah.
They just shave it with a safety razor.
Yeah, I got you. With a safety razor or with an electric razor?
In the shower.
Ooh. I tell you what, Forrest, and I'm no kidding, man. You got
if I had
a good-looking head of bald.
If I went with the bald look, I'd come see Raymond and let him do exactly what he's doing right there.
That's right. Raymond, do you have many people that come in and said just cut me a bald head or what?
Oh, we got a bunch of them. We like them. It takes, if you do the shave, it takes longer, but
he cut it. He cut it. I can see blood. I can see
blood on it. If
Well,
you do just the blood haircut,
hey, Forrest, save some of that hair now. Your folks might want to keep it.
with that new blade.
Also,
Jody's not going to ever look at you
Oh,
again.
this is a good
Look,
part.
that's what feels good. Is it hot? Is it warm?
See, I can't see it well because I don't have my glasses
man.
on. I don't need glasses to
I'm
read.
telling
but
you.
that was good.
I'm telling you,
It feels good.
Forrest is a perfect ball. I'm telling you.
Raymond knows what he's doing.
Raymond has done it many times, 44 years. After being raised out at the children's home where he ran away 6 to 7 different times. Jumped on the back of a train one time and I asked him how much money he had. He didn't need no money. He said he didn't have money, but he didn't need any money. And they finally ran him down on the other side of the far end of the county. Or Raymond wouldn't be here today. Oh, gosh, you're going to do it again. Whoa!
You're getting the deluxe treatment.
He is going to do it again.
I tell you, Raymond does so much for people in Pike County that we don't know about. Good things.
Raymond has been in the. I'm not going to say that, but he's been there. He's been in a lot of places to cut hair. I know that.
Now he's doing the safety razor.
We lost 2 good men this past weekend. We are very concerned about.
Yesterday, Dr. Patterson and Asa Dudley.
I know it. And Charles Saunders died at the age of 94. My neighbor across the street, wonderful guy,
Yeah, great
Charles Saunders is dead at 94 years old.
Rest in peace, Mr. Saunders.
He was a World War II veteran and fought World War II.
He was the principal at Charles Simpson High School at one time, I think.
Did you know Charles? Did you know Charles Saunders died, Raymond?
I didn't know it. I appreciate you telling about it.
I'm sure he got his hair cut there, didn't he?
Now that Miss Beth's daddy.
Yeah, that's Miss Beth's daddy. Yeah, you had your hair. He had his hair cut at your place many times, didn't he?
Oh yeah, we cut it for years.
You're good.
He's a World War II veteran as well.
Yes, sir.
No, he
what was the great battle of World War II?
Battle of the Bulge.
In the cold weather.
The Battle of the Bulge.
Battle of the Bulge. He fought in that battle.
I did a feature story on him one time when I had the Troy citizen, and he had a great life. He was an educator, and you know, one of his hobbies was building walking sticks. He would cut some wood and make it into a really cool walking stick. He had hundreds of them he had made, and he gave me one, and I still have it.
Of course, there's some news out of Troy University where there's been a new Sports Hall of Fame named. You know, they named one Hall of Fame earlier this year, and but the 4 inductees of this year's group is Leon Davis, my good friend from
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna try it.
basketball, and look at that. Wait a minute, one more. There we go.
Hey,
Mike,
are you
put
on?
it in. Mike, we've got. Boy, you talk about a shiny head. This is one shaven head right here, ladies and gentlemen. With
Yeah, I was watching on Facebook Live.
on Facebook Live, they're watching you.
All around the world.
Forrest. Michael was watching you on Facebook Live this morning.
I was watching Raymond's steady hand. I agree with you, Dad. I think you should have kept the mohawk. The mohawk was pretty good.
I like that mohawk, but I tell you now, he is a perfect ball. Though I don't believe he's had a Coca-Cola bottle ever hit him in the head. I don't, you know, I've had 2 or 3 Coca-Cola bottles hit my head.
Don't give anybody the idea.
Oh yeah, the first thing you grab is a whole.
You sure they weren't beer bottles?
No, but the first thing you drive, they say the first thing you drive or you worry about in a street fight is a Coca-Cola bottle.
Well, think of all of Forrest's former students, PE students, that are looking at their
That's right.
coach
Look
right
at
now.
their coach right now. And what a great coach, and what a great Christian layman he is too. I tell you, I've known Forrest a long time, and he.
I remember
don't come
when
any better than Forrest Lee.
he took over not long after or immediately after Coach Whitman and kept the
Yeah, Coach Whitman retired in December, and they hired me that August of 1998, I believe.
I bet
Hey,
Coach
Raymond,
I bet
I
Coach
didn't notice,
Whitman
Raymond,
recommended
but have
him.
you had the mask on the whole time? Well, that's you're mask friendly then, aren't
She
you?
wants us to wear it.
Why now?
It's not a bad idea.
No, it's not at all. I tell you what, have you ever seen the baller, slicker head in your life than Forrest Lee's? Okay, he's got 2 more pecan pies with the skillet. You get the skillet with the pecan pie.
And it's
We
the
need
best.
somebody
And
to
it's
call in right now.
arguably the
Order-
best pecan pie you'll ever have.
at
He's
50
famous.
Starting at $50, you can put the price anywhere over $50. But we'd love to have these 2 pies sold.
I'll tell you,
before-
Forrest, that my wife got the one that I got yesterday, and she's a teacher at Charles Henderson. She took it to school, and all the teachers in the 200 building enjoyed it, and they just raved and raved about that pecan pie.
I tell you what, he knows
Thank
how
you.
to cook a pecan pie, bake a pecan pie.
I wouldn't have thought I'd put it there.
Leon Davis was one of the men's basketball players. Colin McCrary, the men's golf, and congratulations to my good friend Colin McCrary going into the Sports Hall of Fame, the 10th Sports Hall of Fame at Troy. And the other members are Mike Perez, the great pitcher, and Andy Whitener, who is a track and field.
Mike Perez has got to be the only player in Troy University history to play one season and make the Troy Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. And another thing
Because
too.
he transferred from Florida.
That's right.
Well, without him, Troy doesn't win a national championship.
You know,
Probably
he went
doesn't.
13-1, which is the most wins in Troy history in a season. It makes you wonder who was the one team he lost to.
I know it. Yeah, probably. I tell you, back then Columbus College was good, and that's who we beat for the. Yeah, I think he hit them for the national championship.
I mean, Leon Davis was a Montevallo guy, I thought. I didn't realize he'd even played
Well,
before.
that's right. He played college basketball at Troy, and he graduated from Troy. But you're right. He played at the University of Montevallo. Hey, do you get the drift, Mike? The Montevallo connection?
Yeah, the Montevideo Mafia, I guess.
The Montevideo Moccasin had to come in.
There he is.
There he is.
You did
Boy,
good.
You know what? You look good, man. Who do you look like? You look like my old coach. He looks like my coach from Ozark, doesn't he?
Everybody can look, I still say Ed Asner.
And Kozak. I think you look like
Telly
Kozak.
Savalas.
Yeah, Telly Savalas, yeah.
I need a Tootsie Roll lollipop.
Yeah, and Raymond fit to put that heat on there. Oh boy, don't that feel good. It'll cover up that scar. Oh, hey, move. Hey, let me ask this. Move toward the camera a little bit, Forrest. Let's see how it looks. Toward the camera.
That's just fixed to
Just lean a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh boy, look at there, ladies and gentlemen. Raymond, and of course Raymond's done that many times. Look how slick and good that head looks. As far as I said, you've never been in a Coca-Cola fight ever.
That's his cue ball. It looks like a cue ball.
But I tell you what, he's doing it for a great cause. The Hussey family, I'm sure, appreciates it very much, and what a great gesture this is for Forrest Lee, our good friend. Rice is going to say, hey, you know what, Rice? He said, I need to do that. I need to do that.
I wonder what I'd look like.
Yeah, I think my glasses are right.
Rice would have a fit if they knocked off his wop of hair. I tell you.
Maybe we can have somebody paint his head now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it wonderful that we got Mike Amos from Grayton Beach, we've got Bill Rice and Mike Amos Sr. from the studios, and we've got and we got Forrest, and there it is, and what a beautiful look. Raymond, you did a great job, my friend. That is a slick hairdo right there.
We got him fixed up.
Oh boy.
Raymond tells Forrest that's gonna be $100.
Yeah, exactly. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen, and call in right now at this number, 268-0738. Is that right? 268-0738 to talk to Forrest Lee about donating to this cause.
They're using my phone to tape part of this, Mike.
Oh.
And they're using my phone to tape part of this, I think, on Facebook. But certainly want to thank Mike and Bill and Michael and Raymond and Dustin and Steve and Miss Jane for being here.
Well, you know, the great thing about it, after you leave there, you're going to come back to the studio, and you're going to sit right in here between us, and we're going to have a good time. Of course, it is a Friday. Thank goodness a Friday.
Right here. Here's the first hat I'm going to wear, Mike. I got my sunglasses, but this is going to be the hat. Here's one hat. I got them right here. Here goes the SWAT week. Here's the first look.
Oh, yeah.
You'll like this, Mike. The Blues Brothers.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Can you sing us a little song?
Hey, barbershop.
Hey, let us sing Hey Bartender.
I'm a fool man.
Okay.
Let me see the cooking hat. That white hat, did you see that? And I'm going to wear this when I cook because I don't want to get any.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have to worry about that. There's the cook. That's Chef.
There you go.
Forrest Lee.
I like it.
I tell you what, he does do a great job with these pecan pies. And we got two of them left, and your skillet, hard skillet, goes with it. The skillet
will last you the rest of your life.
You can hand that skillet down to your granddaughter. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But want to thank everybody and let the hair grow.
That's not Buddha. Yeah, okay.
We got the growing room now.
Yeah.
I tell you what, no better guy to do this than Forrest.
I hope it does.
Yeah.
I had a pretty good head of hair, but it'll be
Yeah, you
fine.
did. You sure did. It was turning gray though, and it's gonna come back dark. They say. You know what? After you go bald for a while, they say after you go bald for a while, you want to go all the time.
Donation by Mr. Raymond, and I got a pie and a coat for you, Mr. Raymond. Thank you very much.
My customer donated this
what is
Thank
she?
you.
What? Who is this that did that?
Yeah.
Who did that?
Ricky Davis.
Oh, Ricky. Okay, good.
Yeah.
You
He
tell me
called
to
a kick at the hunting cliff.
Yeah, I got a pie to deliver to Mac Lowry and one to Sherry and David Helms. And of course, I want to thank Bill and Mike for getting a pie yesterday, along with Danny Presswood and Mr.
Russell Baker.
Yeah, exactly.
Raymond's getting one.
Oh yeah, we move those.
So, got
Move
two
them
left.
along. And they are delicious.
Good old Southern pecan skillet pie.
That's right, and you get the skillet with it. And there's Raymond cleaning off right there. And so, hey, it's been a great morning, Raymond. And
Yeah.
you know, Raymond, we appreciate your efforts. And of course, you know, like you said,
Yeah,
like you told me one time that hey, ain't nobody tougher than Raymond Ledford, and I agree with him. And
Go ahead.
what a great comeback Raymond has made over there at the Style Shop, and he's got a telephone call right now to Forrest. Let's see who Forrest is talking to. We're gonna busy body in here.
Hello? Hey, Keith Baird. Keith? Bless your heart. Keith Baird, $50, pie.
All right. Hey, thank you, Keith.
Keith and Joan Baird. He's retired from the health department. Thank you, Keith.
Thank
We sure
you,
appreciate
Keith.
it.
Appreciate it, my
I'll
friend.
Bye-bye.
So hey, let's sit here. Let's sit here and see who else we can get real quick.
Yeah.
Somebody else call in and help us right now.
They called directly to Raymond's. That was smart. They figured out Raymond's telephone number.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I tell you, Forrest, you came up with this idea to help a friend, and then, boy, you executed it. You promoted it, had fun with it.
Right.
Congratulations.
We've talked about it. Stephanie Snyder, her husband, Bart, is a second cousin to Carol, and you can mail your contributions to her. If you reflect back in the Troy Messenger, it's listed there in the Troy Messenger. It's also listed on my Facebook page. When I get back to the studio, I'll announce that. For anybody that wants to make mail a check in, you can do that. But anyway, I want to thank everybody, and whenever y'all get ready to sign off, we'll sign off.
All right, everybody, and all you folks out there that want to support the cause, again, your telephone number is 268-0738, and I'm sure there'll be there's somebody to answer the phone and take your pie selection down. Hope you've enjoyed our show this morning, or part of our show, and now we're going to ask Forrest to come on down, and be with the rest of the folks. We're going to take a long break. We'll be right back.
Well, there.
Hi, Sandy. I'm right here.
Good job,
Come on
Steve.
in.
Hey, honey, I'm right here. Oh, Miss Mary, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Since 1969, we've been right here because at Troy Regional Medical Center, we take these words to heart.
I'm right here. Thank you.
Remarkable people, remarkable care.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Here at Bill Jackson Chevrolet in Troy, we've been doing business the right way for 31 years. But don't take our word for it. We feel our customers express it the best.
Been honest in everything we've discussed with them.
When they say Jackson Satisfaction, they really mean it.
The Jackson satisfaction is real.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
Our history is woven with the stories of those we serve. At Max, we've been a good community partner for 65 years. Max is dedicated to providing dependable financial services and to supporting our communities. We volunteer our time and share our resources. As a credit union, we've returned millions of dollars back to our members, local nonprofits, and small businesses. Max is honored to be a part of your story. We look forward to serving you for years to come.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Trojan Auto Parts of Troy, home of Napa Know-How. Stop by and see owners Mike and Melissa Kilcrease and their Napa Know-How team with over 100 years of combined experience. We're the only locally owned parts store in Pike County, and we're fully stocked and ready to serve you. We pride ourselves on being your go-to parts store, not only for the simple items, but we specialize in those hard-to-find items as well. Trojan Auto Parts, the right part at the right price at the right time. Napa, a name you've trusted here in Troy since 1945.
Was one of the key players, if not the key player, on a powerhouse dynasty golf team for 4 years. So congratulations, well deserved for calling.
No question about it. And then of course Mike.
Yeah, you used to have Barney Burnett, Max Howell. I guess they're going to be
well, in fact, let's mention them.
Because, they didn't get a chance to get inducted last year.
Yeah, that's right, and those people will be inducted this year. Barney Burnett. Nancy Dansby Swanson, women's tennis, Rachel Hassan Gravel, volleyball, Max Howell, football, Mark King, football, and Jude Rinaldi, baseball. Those group will go in also. They'll probably have a joint. I'm thinking they'll have a joint.
In the fall, induction ceremony, and I think September 3rd, if I remember correctly.
Exactly right.
Yeah, scores yesterday in the NCAA tournament play-in games. Texas Southern beat Mount St. Mary's 60-52. Coach Cross called that victory.
All right,
Coach Cross also called Drake 53-52 over Wichita State.
It was that close.
Yeah, it was a really close game. Drake
56-52.
53-52.
53-52. Slowed down too, didn't he?
And then the only game that I know he lost, well, he lost the last two. He picked App State out of the Sun Belt to beat Norfolk State.
And they got beat back.
They were down by 16 in the first half. They came all the way back, and then late night we mentioned this game. UCLA down 11, down 15 for most of the first half.
Oh boy!
Stormed back and beat Michigan State in overtime, 86-80.
86-80. That was Michigan State, who perennially is one of the top programs in the country. And Texas Southern won by how much, Mike? 60-52. That's right.
Yeah, they won by 8. All these games were close, though. Michigan State had lost 13 games this season. When was the last time they lost 13 games?
I know it, no question about it. Now you need to adjust your brackets to show
both teams.
Norfolk State is going to be playing Gonzaga, the number 1 and number 16 pick. And down here at, let's see, the Michigan State UCLA winner will be, let's see. If
Drake's going to play USC now. Like you said, Norfolk State will play Gonzaga. Texas Southern will play Michigan. And then you'll have, let's see, where's the other playing game? Oh, you'll have UCLA playing BYU.
Okay.
Well, my bracket's already messed up because I had Michigan State. You know what, though? I don't think it was. I had the Michigan State / UCLA winner winning a couple of games, and so I thought that would be Michigan State, but I didn't specify Michigan State, so I guess if UCLA wins, I'll still get points for those.
Maybe so, and of course, we're gonna you're gonna help us a little bit with our brackets.
We're gonna have our own contest.
Yeah, we're gonna have our own contest, and somebody's gonna win $100.
Well, it's not too late to get in. The Messenger has a great contest.
Yeah, who's that now?
They got gift cards they're giving to the top 3 winners, and if you pick all the games right, you can win $1 million. I don't think anybody's ever done that.
$1 million.
But still,
that's on ESPN.
Go to the Messenger's website and you can play. Put your name up, and it'll be fun to play against all your friends.
I'm gonna go by there and play this morning and see Bobby. I hadn't seen Bobby
yet. You gotta go online to do it, or.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you mean it's not easy to go in and see your brother?
Well, go see him. Go see him.
When are we gonna have the brothers on the show? I can't believe your brother hasn't been on here.
I need to ask. Let's do that next week.
I tell you what, he's a big old boy.
I've been doing the show 8 years, and Dad's been doing it 23. I don't know if Rebecca, I'm sure, has probably been on it at some point, but I know Camille has never been on the show.
Yeah, that's right. Camille and Macon, her little girl. And by the way, they're going to be coming through this weekend, heading to the beach. Looking forward.
Yeah, well, they're actually going to be bringing my girls. My girls have been on.
That's right.
Mountain Brook all week.
All of my little girls will be in that car.
It's been a lot of fun down at the beach.
Well, this is the last day of school for Troy City Schools and Pike Liberal Arts. They'll start spring break today.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's a little chilly down here this weekend. I think the highs are going to be, I think, low 60s, and it's going to get down back in the 40s at night.
It was a little nippy this morning here in Troy.
Mike,
there is a ton of Texas people down here. My goodness, everywhere you go,
Texas tag. They found Grayton Beach, haven't they?
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful place.
You know, it just tells you that. I mean, like Corpus Christi and I guess Galveston, places like on the beach over there, their beaches just are not near as pretty.
Oh, they're not. I mean, I don't even know if I think they have brown sand instead of
they
white
don't have
sand.
the white sandy beaches. Like my wife and I watch those crazy real estate shows, like move to an island or a beach and beach living, and all those houses like on the water in Texas go for like $225,000, $280,000.
Yeah,
kind of shocking.
Exactly right, and it's beautiful.
What would a house on the beach cost in the beaches of 38?
In Great would probably cost about $5 million.
Yeah.
Mike,
we have several that are not on the beach. They're about 3.8, $4 million.
Yeah. Of course, it is spring break, and I hope everybody's getting out there and trying to enjoy it. Now, your spring break starts
at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
3 o'clock this afternoon. So city schools that are out after 3 o'clock this afternoon, and a lot of people will be heading that way, and looking forward to it. Just be careful wherever you go, and wear your face mask whenever you're supposed to. What's the deal on face masks down there, Mike?
I mean, it's just you don't have to wear a mask at most places, like mostly grocery stores. You have to wear a mask. other than that, it's wide open. You don't have to wear anything.
Well, there's no state mandate in Florida like there is in Alabama. The governor never imposed one, so, but businesses can do it on their own, and I guess some mayors can do it on their own too.
I hung out with Neil Green, DeShera, and Curry, and Marty Will, and Maggie, and Mary Jewel. Their 3 little girls yesterday.
Good.
The grandchildren of the late great Cheryl DeShera, one of the most magnificent women I have ever known in my life.
Yeah.
She is a wonderful
We were
person.
talking about CC yesterday a lot when we were around each other.
I tell you what, her memory will never go away. She was a dominant figure in this community, and especially in her family. Just a wonderful person.
She loved the beach. Every time I'm around Neil, it's just hard to even believe. I still can't believe it.
Of course, she was like you said, she loved that, but she was the leader of that group, and a wonderful group.
You know, I can remember Neil when he was a young kid. I was at the beach one time, and he must have been in college, and he was working down there as a cabana boy. You know, the guy that picked up all the chairs and the umbrellas. And he was living down there, and
Michael D did that a lot. I don't know if Neil did that as much.
I can tell that that's a great job when you're in college. You know, live down there all summer and you work hard, but then you can have a lot of friends and have fun at night.
Yeah, I lived down one summer in college, and it was one of the funnest summers I had a blast all summer. It was great.
You know, Bobby, that we're going to get on the show, my little brother, he worked at Seaside. There was some restaurant, not the one that's famous there at Seaside, but another one across the street, and it was pretty famous. And Bobby was
he was probably at Shades before Shades moved. Shades was the big restaurant at Seaside.
But he was a waiter, and man, he made a great money that summer. That's the only time he's been a waiter. But he gave me he had some real funny stories and tips of about the way that you got bigger tips. But he had a blast that summer working as a waiter.
There's waiters and bartenders down here that easily make $60,000-$70,000 a year.
I've been reading the stories about the devastation to the hotel and restaurant and bar business in places like New York City and tourist places. And that story said that there's a lot of people waiters that make 6 figures, make over $100,000 a year at certain.
Oh, easily. I can't imagine what the guys make at like Cafe 30A, the Red Bar, places like that. I just have so many people every night.
Yeah, they do. Mike, I've got something to tell you this morning. Don't get disturbed over this. The wide receiver Schwartz for Auburn.
Yeah, he ran a 4.26.
He ran 4.26. You don't ever, ladies and gentlemen, you don't ever hear many people ever running under 4.3 at the 40. He ran 4.26, almost 4.1. Almost 4.2.
Yeah.
Well, why would I get discouraged? He doesn't play there anymore. He's going to the pros.
I know. Well, no. What I'm saying though, with this.
That was about the 3rd fastest time ever.
I think.
It would have been nice if he did that at the combine with their quote official times. So this was handheld at Auburn, but he beat Alabama's receiver that was so fast last year by 1/10 of a second.
And Mike, Troy's wide receiver,
Khalil
McClain, was also
Khalil McClain.
Yeah, Khalil McClain. He let's see. He vertical jumped 32.5. That's really good. 9 foot 10 inch broad jump. 24 reps in the 225. That's pretty impressive for a receiver. And listen to this now, only 4.7 on the 40, but he's strong. You could call him a strong receiver.
4.26 though, that's moving. Now this guy was always believed to be the fastest football player in college football because he was a world-class sprinter before he even came to Auburn. He was the fastest high school sprinter in America when he signed with Auburn.
Yeah. In fact,
y'all gonna go to Montgomery and watch prime time. Deion Sanders is bringing us 3-0, number 24 ranked Jackson State to play Alabama State on Saturday.
I would like to see it. I would like to see a football game, but I don't know if I can make it up there or not. I have canceled my trip to Indiana. I want you to know, and I hated it, but it was just some things, medical reasons for it.
They call him Coach Prime. That's what they call him. That's hilarious.
Now who?
Deion Sanders is known as Coach Prime.
Okay, I got you.
Well, a lot of people are interested in following him to see if a great athlete can, based on just really his name and celebrity, can be a successful coach.
All right, Mike.
The game is, I think, going to be on ESPN too.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Mike, would like to mention that Gonzaga and Norfolk State play on Saturday. But are you going to go ahead and do your brackets? Or are you going to?
Yeah, I've already done 2 brackets, so I'm good.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and do mine again here on the air and see what response I get. Rice, have you done yours yet?
I did the one for the Messenger, and Sports Radio 740 has a big famous contest, and I filled one out for them.
I've got another one here if you need it.
I wonder how Sports Radio 740, I've been listening to that forever, but you can only pick them up barely in Troy.
I know.
Why do they always stay AM, I wonder?
You know, John and Barry have been lobbying to get it to move to FM since they've been doing the show, and I think they're right, that they would have a good audience.
Oh, yeah, I would listen to a lot more if I could pick it up.
But yeah, Cumulus has 6 stations and 4 FM stations, so they could move them to one of their FM stations. They just haven't done it.
I mean, it's just like Jock's in Birmingham was 690 AM forever, and then they went to 94.5, and it changed everything. I mean, you could hear them throughout the state.
Mm-hmm.
There
he is.
Here he comes. Come on in here, Parks. Why are you wearing a hat, Parks?
It's cold out there.
Yeah, come.
Hi, Sandy. I'm right here. Come on in.
Daddy, I'm right here. Miss Mary, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Since 1969, we've been right here because at Troy Regional Medical Center, we take these words to heart.
I'm right here. Thank you.
Remarkable people, remarkable care.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Here at Bill Jackson Chevrolet in Troy, we've been doing business the right way for 31 years. But don't take our word for it. We feel our customers express it the best.
Been honest in everything we've discussed with them.
When they say Jackson satisfaction, they really mean it.
The Jackson satisfaction is real.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
Our history is woven with the stories of those we serve. At Max, we've been a good community partner for 65 years. Max is dedicated to providing dependable financial services and to supporting our communities. We volunteer our time and share our resources. As a credit union, we've returned millions of dollars back to our members, local nonprofits, and small businesses. Max is honored to be a part of your story. We look forward to serving you for years to come.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
I've got to go the whole route.
Yeah, all the way.
We're back.
All right. We're doing our brackets, and of course they start today. Is that right?
Yeah.
Start today? All right, no, let me finish up, and y'all help me a little
You
bit.
have here's your schedule today for television. At Virginia Tech in Florida will start at 11:15 Central Time on CBS. They'll play at Hinkle Fieldhouse, the legendary arena where the movie Hoosiers was shot and where Butler plays.
And I would have been there at that game. You know that?
After that, you'll have Colgate playing Arkansas at 11:45. They'll be on True TV. They're in Bankers Life Fieldhouse.
What channel is True TV on our channel, Mike?
Well, that's you got to get with Steve and find out what True TV channel is. TBS, TNT, and CBS.
Four different channels that they're in the game.
If you can get us those channels, we'd appreciate it.
Then after that, you got Drexel 16 seed playing number 1 Illinois on TBS at 12:15. They're at Indiana Farmers Coliseum. So they're playing games at, this is pretty crazy, at Hinkle Fieldhouse, Baker's Life Fieldhouse.
Who plays at Baker's Life? Anybody?
Baker's Life is going to be Colgate, Arkansas. Indiana Farmers Coliseum is going to be where Drexel, Illinois is playing. And then Simon Skolgitz Assembly Hall in Bloomington. I guess that's where Indiana plays.
That's where Indiana plays.
And then
is that where Alabama's going to play?
Alabama's going to play in Hinkle Fieldhouse. Mackey Arena in West Lafayette, Indiana. So that's where Purdue is. And then Lucas Oil Stadium. Can you believe that, Bill? There's 6 different venues they're hosting NCAA tournament games.
I read an article that said that gave the stadium capacity, the arena capacity of what they're allowing for fans, and it's really strange. Like one venue, they're only allowing 500 people, which is just basically family and staff, and then the others they're allowing 15 to 20%. You know, so you're going to have looks like arenas that have almost nobody in it, and then some where you'll have a couple thousand at least.
Yeah, more games today. Utah State will play Texas Tech at 12:45 on TNT. Oral Roberts will play Ohio State at 2 o'clock on CBS. Hartford will play number 1 Baylor at 2:30 on True TV. Georgia Tech, Loyola, Chicago will play at 3 o'clock on TBS. Oregon State will play Tennessee at 3:30 on TNT. Then you'll have Liberty, the Flames. Well, they've had a great athletic season. We'll play Oklahoma State at 5:25 on CBS. Wisconsin will play North Carolina at 6:10 on CBS. Cleveland State will play Houston at 6:15 on True TV. North Texas will play Purdue at 6:25 on TNT. Rutgers will play Clemson at 8:20 on CBS. Syracuse, San Diego State will be at 8:40 on CBS. Morehead State versus West Virginia at 8:50 on True TV. And then Winthrop against Villanova at 9 o'clock on TNT.
Well, watch out for that game.
Well, so we can tell you that Steve Camp has got Villanova winning it all.
Yeah. And Steve got his over there. Mm-hmm. Where did he show which ones he got?
Well, that's the way.
Hey, Steve, one of the things, if we could get some clear brackets, I'd like to have some. Yeah, I see here.
He's got it all the way. That's a filled out bracket right there for him.
All right. Gonzaga against Villanova.
So he has got, in the Final Four, Steve has Gonzaga against Alabama, Villanova versus Illinois, and he has Gonzaga and Villanova playing for the national title, and Villanova winning it.
And Steve's got Alabama going to the Final Four. Boy,
a lot of people do. I have Alabama losing to Texas in the Sweet 16.
This has got to be Alabama's best chance.
So remember the right side of the bracket, if you print off a bracket, those are the games today. Those are the games on the 19th in the first round. The games on March 20th in the first round are on the left side of the bracket.
Yeah, so those
That's when
Saturday.
Alabama plays on Saturday.
All right.
So all the games you need to pick today are on the right side of the bracket.
Yeah. All right, these are Steve's brackets. Hey, Steve, could you run me some plain brackets so I can fill mine out? I've already filled them out over here, but it's sort of messy. I did some other writing on it.
Did Forrest sell his final 5?
Did you sell your final 5?
I have not. I got one left.
Okay.
Keith Barron bought one. for $50. Raymond Ledford bought one for $100. David and Sherry Helms wants one, and
somebody called Raymond at the show. Did you get him?
Yeah, well, that was Keith Barrett, and the other one is Mac Lowry.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I got one left.
My
Yeah.
preacher.
It's amazing how Raymond was able to do that on camera. That's a lot of pressure.
He was smooth as a cat. You're right. He was so smooth.
Smooth as a cat.
Hey, how'd you feel?
How old is Raymond, Dad? 78?
He's probably about 78.
It feels different.
I would say, let's see. Raymond.
I bet he is.
He's about 70,
76, 78.
Yes, yeah.
He said he's been cutting hair for 60 years, and he told me once that he first started cutting hair when he was 16. He was cutting hair at the children's home, and he did that for a little while, and then that led to a job at Junior Birds, who had the big barbershop in town, and then he worked with Junior for about 16 to 18 years, and then he went out on his own.
That's right.
He's been in this location for 45 years.
For him to do that, even though he knew he had the business, it took a lot of courage for him to do that.
Sure did.
And,
I remember
he did it with his best friend, Pell.
Right.
Pell was his right-hand man.
Pale face, I used to call him, but of course, Michael wouldn't let anybody but Pale cut his hair. Michael, isn't that right, Michael?
Pell always cut my dad's hair.
Pale had his business too, didn't he?
I think Pell did very well working with Raymond.
Well, I tell you what, we got to say.
I would like to know how many ball games they watch. Boy, they love baseball up there.
Oh yeah, on the TV, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, watch a lot of them.
That's what we should do. I don't know what kind of television Raymond has, but before he retires, we ought to put like a big 60-inch television up there for him.
Yeah,
it's a pretty big one.
Be good.
Raymond Jr. was a class behind me in high school.
I would say fan participation. The brackets might be the most popular item in sports.
That's what makes this tournament the attraction.
Right.
So many people put down some $10 or $20 in a pot, and they play with their office mates or buddies.
There are girls that are putting stuff down they don't know anything at all about, but sometimes they're the ones that win.
Mm-hmm. Like when does Troy play? They play on Monday.
Thank you so much.
Can I get one more?
Oh man,
two more.
Good looking bracket right here.
Now we can fill that'll be easy.
Do the Troy girls play on Monday?
The Troy girls play. Let's see. Gosh,
I thought I heard Monday. Tough game against Texas A&M.
Let's see. Well,
our coach said that
here's the women's bracket. Troy plays.
He agreed with me that the Troy being seeded 15th was a head scratcher. With their record and winning the conference tournament and having a great regular season, you would have thought they'd been seeded at least 14th, maybe 13th or 12th, but no, 15th.
And of course, against I reckon second or third rated team in the nation in Texas A&M, they were the winners. They didn't win the conference tournament; they got beat, I think, didn't they?
Yeah.
They playing in Austin at 5 p.m. on ESPN2, so got national television here.
I mean, if they can keep this game under 20 points, that would be amazing.
Well, that's what you say. All right.
Well, no, I mean, every time they played in the NCAA tournament, they've been beat by over 40 points.
Yeah. All right. This bunch does not. We'll have to write in the UCLA Michigan State game and all the playing games. And I would think that if you played in a playing game, it might be an advantage because you're often playing, and you're right. And again, these playing games go to the 16th seed, so that's not giving them much of a chance.
There's one playing game that's seeded 11th for some reason. I don't understand that. The Michigan State UCLA winner is seeded 11th. Isn't that right, Michael?
Yeah, I would think that. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, UCLA's won 18 games. They're 18-9.
Well,
UCLA is UCLA.
Well, Drake and Wichita State was rated a little higher than that. 11th, yeah. So that was not the case.
I've never understood that, why they make these teams that they're going to see the 11th play a game to get that 11th seed. I guess it's more money, and
if you don't have a bracket, and you would like to have a bracket and have fun with this at home, where can you go, Steve? You go to the computer, I'm sure. And
they go to Troy Messenger.
Go to March Madness bracket. .com.
Yeah, you can go to NCAA.com March Madness. Right. March Madness.
And the NCAA has a copyright on the term March Madness. Did y'all know that? If technically sports talk shows and newspaper people are not supposed to use the word March Madness in any of their promotional stuff.
Oh, gosh. And the girls bracket.
I think it's interesting that you said that some arenas are going to allow 20% and some are not. That's really kind of seems like an unfair advantage.
It's bizarre. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it to me. I mean, but yeah, there's going to be some games with 500 fans, some with 1,500, some with maybe 4,000.
Yeah, I read where Major League Baseball, the majority of the stadiums are going to allow 8,500 fans.
That's better than none.
Boy, I tell you, I'm probably turning down a good trip to a fun place, but that's the way things have got to be.
Johnny Williams is maybe the best tour guide of all time on the trip.
Oh yeah, no question about it. And I could go see where Hoosiers was made. Is that right?
Everybody loves that movie Hoosiers.
Did they even make the playoff, Mike? Or did they have a good year this year?
Butler?
Yeah,
they didn't make it.
They didn't make it. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. That is a shame. The one season you probably want to make it.
Yeah, exactly. Did
I mention Troy baseball will play this weekend? They're hosting. Let's see.
Georgia Southern.
Yeah, Georgia Southern. They'll play Georgia Southern tonight at 6, on Saturday at 3, and then on Sunday at 1.
And bring a coat because it's going to be windy. The ball's going to be blowing out, Mike, like we haven't seen it ever before. Maybe 30-mile-an-hour winds were forecast.
Wow, they will be.
That's
Troy is 8-8. Boy, they really need to start off hot in conference. So maybe they can win all three, or at least
Well, you know, with Troy, it's who wins at the end, and that's the only one going to the playoffs anyway. You know, it looks like.
You got Troy's first scrimmage of the spring in football as well tomorrow.
I'm going there. That's
what time is that? I want to go see that.
Yeah, and let your kids run around. That'd be a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun. I love the scrimmages. I really enjoy it.
I do too. Yeah. That's when you can tell a lot, especially in the spring scrimmages and the early fall scrimmages. I remember the first time. I remember seeing the first one that a guy named Kelvin Simmons was the transfer quarterback.
Oh man!
And he was running with the first team, and it took me about 2 series of watching this guy to say, "Wow."
Mike, in these days and time, the offenses that everybody's running, he would have been a consensus All-American.
He needs to be in the Sports Hall of Fame.
Hey, I know he does. I mean, why in the world has he not gotten in there yet? He was a
those
great
2 years
player.
he was quarterback. That team was awesome.
And and I tell you what, there was a quarterback that came behind him that was pretty good too.
Oh yeah, who was that guy? He was.
There's mine.
Married a Lou Verne girl, Raul.
He was really good
girl.
Yeah, she was a Davis. No, Bobby Owens. She was Owens.
Yeah.
Bobby Owens'
Wonderful
daughter.
family of Lou Verne, and he hailed from
Simmons. I don't know if it was his senior year, probably was. But Troy made it to the semifinals of the 1AA playoffs, and they played Marshall, and it was freezing, man. And Marshall won by a field goal, if I'm right. And Troy had a lot of chances to win that game, but you think if Troy would have got past that game, that would have been probably a national championship.
Troy had not had a bad snap from center all year long, and got a bad snap from center. He had a kick blocked, and that turned the whole thing around. They still 24-21, I think.
And if that game had been played in Troy in the warmer weather, I think we would have taken Marshall. Now, I can't remember if Marshall went ahead.
Football will be on the road too. They'll play Georgia State 3 games this weekend.
So that's important on a road trip. In fact, though, Troy won a doubleheader on the road recently. So I tell you.
Yeah, they're 19-6. They're off to an unbelievable start.
I don't know. I'm not a knowledgeable man on softball, but I think I know enough to know that when they've got a good pitcher or not. And Troy's got, I know, 2 good pitchers, maybe 3, and that's what it takes to win. Troy is well coached. I mean, very well coached, very well disciplined. I was very impressed with them when they played Auburn the other day. They lost 3-0, but it was they played very well. Rice, how do you do these brackets?
Fill them out all the way, and then Michael, you help us. The ones
It's real easy, Dad. You got Baylor playing Hartford, so you put Baylor in the line across from that.
Oh, I know that.
But score it. You got to
score it. Score it. How
I think most of them you do a point system. You get 1 or 2
wins for the day. Yeah. So if somebody goes 12-4, or 13-3, or 14-2, that's the winner of the day.
No, well, the way I've seen it is you get like 1 point for every game you pick right, and then you go to the second round and you get maybe 2 points, and then you go to the Sweet 16, you might get 4 points. You get more points for a correct pick.
Yeah, that's right. As long as the team's in it, yeah. I always do the CBS bracket is what I do.
So we need to come up with our rules. I would say use the one that Sports Radio 740 uses, or the Messenger, and it's the point system.
All right.
And basically, if you get a lot of teams in the final 8 and the final 4, you're probably going to win the bracket because you get more points for getting the teams all the way.
How do you score a winner? 1 with a 1?
1 in the first round.
1 in the first.
Let's say 2 in the second round.
2 in the second.
4 in the third round.
4, not 3?
Well, I'm just going what do you call it?
All right.
But we'll check this, and then it would be like 8 in the fourth round.
Okay.
And 16 in the final 4.
16 the final 4.
And then 32 to get the right team to. But let's look and see how other people do it.
Would each team get 32 points? How's that work?
Only if you get more points.
That you were playing.
So like if you had say it's 8 points for a Final 4 team, and if you had 3 of the 4 that made it to the Final 4, you got 24 points right there for picking. That's how I've won in the past. You get.
Yeah. Usually when you do it in a big office pool, I've done it with 50 people, I've done it with 100 people. I finished second one time. Usually like the top 4 people at least win money. Depending if you get it on $20 or whatever you're doing. Some people win as much as $500 to $1,000.
But again, it's very important to know how you score them. All right, like these teams that won the first round, they get a 1.
Get 1 point.
All right, these teams.
No, you don't count with playing games. You count once you get to the 64.
I'm not counting the playing games. I'm not counting the playing games.
So there will be how many first round games? 16.
Yeah, so the best I ever did in a day was go 15-1.
So you would have got 15 points. That's right.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. All right, and then the second round, what do you do?
I think it's make it 2 points. Yeah, so.
Then goes 2 points.
But you know, it's so funny though. I mean, you can just go chalk. You know, you can just go the favorites, and a lot of times you'll at least go 12-4.
12-4.
Yeah, there's usually probably an average of maybe 3 or 4 upsets a day.
Yeah. Okay. All right. 1 goes to the first round. 2.
Well, I'll tell you what. After the show, let's research it and see how these other people do it, and then we'll just use their same.
Starting April 1st, all your local, county, and school board meetings.
It needs to be simple.
What does the winner get? We get a Premier Dodge Chrysler Yeti.
Mike. So I mean.
Well, I tell you what. Would y'all rather do it $100 or get a Yeti cooler?
Now, what are you trying to do? I got to put up $100 or?
No,
Yeti cooler's worth $300.
I know. Yeah. All right. Y'all want a Yeti cooler?
Well, you might.
How about a Yeti cooler then?
I'll take the money. But normally the way you do it, Mike, is everybody puts up $10, $20, $50, and then the pot, say if we had 10 people in our pool and we each put up $20, the winner would get $200.
Yeah.
Or you might say the winner gets 150 and the second gets 50.
Yeah, well, right now, I was just going to give one prize of $100.
Well, I like that way. In other words,
I tell you what, I'm going to get a Yeti cooler. I'm about to go buy a car from them, I think, next week.
Okay, good. All right, okay. You're going to go buy a car. Of course, this show is brought to you by Premier Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram trucks on the bypass. No better deal anywhere. And you know what they're doing? They're taking your check that you hopefully you get in, and they double that price of that check.
What did y'all do at Force Lee after you got his head checked?
I'm here.
We got it. He's
I'm
just
here.
quiet. He doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm here.
He's still trying to psychologically adjust
Yeah.
his new look.
He said, you know what he's sitting there. You know what he's sitting there doing, ladies and gentlemen. He said, "Ain't I pretty? Ain't I pretty?" Hey,
Actually, I'm hungry.
I didn't know that.
Pretty and hungry.
You are hungry.
But anyway,
You need to go around and see if you can advertise Mr. Clean and do some commercials for Troy
yeah,
Cable.
you give me a earring. I think not, but Mr. Clean.
Exactly.
Give me
an earring?
I believe he did, and I think he's got an earring on that bottle.
Well,
We'll give me a popsicle or a lollipop like Telly.
if you get your ballots in with the all of them filled in, then we are set. It doesn't matter
we'll
when
work
we
on
make the decision on how we're
When
do
I
it.
leave, I'm going to fill mine out, and then Force has filled his out, and then
I've got
Who's all getting in on this? Steve Cam getting in?
Yeah, Steve's in. I've got
already.
mine over there.
Yeah, just our
I've got
staff
Gonzaga
people right
winning
here.
it all.
And Gonzaga, you're right.
everybody's picking Gonzaga.
Wouldn't you love to see Alabama and Gonzaga play for the national championship? Or would they be in a different
Nah,
bracket?
Final Four.
No, they'd be in.
The
They'd
guy
be
on
in.
the SEC Network said if Damian Fishback, their announcer said if John Petty can consistently shoot the three, he thinks Alabama's as good as Gonzaga, which I think is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, John Petty cannot consistently shoot the
Ladies and
three.
gentlemen, right now, the way we're looking at it is 1 for the first round, 2 points for the second round, 4 points for the third round, 8 points for the fourth round, 16 points for the
semifinal round,
and then 32, and you win.
Yeah.
That's very clear.
Yeah.
That's the way we ought to do it.
Yeah, and then you get it's a numeric formula. You just total up the points. That's the way they do it.
Exactly. 1.
Basically, it comes down to who you have in the final
2.
That's how you get the majority of the points.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
my final four right now is Gonzaga playing Texas, Baylor playing Illinois, Gonzaga playing Illinois for the championship, and I got Gonzaga winning it.
Yeah, you're right. If you lose a lot of these first-round games, don't panic, because as long as you get a lot of teams in the Elite Eight or the Final Four, you'll be right in the running for the money on the bracket.
And it's fun.
The game that bothers me is North Carolina. You got Baylor going a long way, but I would not be shocked. I watched North Carolina pretty good this year. They're very athletic. If North Carolina, I wouldn't be shocked if North Carolina.
I took North Carolina. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going ahead and
did y'all figure out what True TV, CBS, CBS, TNT, all those channels?
Hey, Steve, can you help us with True TV? What channel is True TV? Of course, our
That's four networks that are televising these games. So yeah, you need to learn them. It's True, WTBF, TBS. Is that one of them, or TNT?
TNT, TBS, True TV, and CBS.
TNT, True TV,
TBS,
and
CBS.
Boy.
It used to be just all CBS, pretty much.
CBS and oh man.
Yeah, I'm hoping down here. I mean, I would.
Here we go, right here.
Alabama,
All right, Steve.
48.
All right.
4.
48 is True. Turkey season opens up tomorrow.
Go.
So, and ladies and gentlemen, to the turkey hunter, he'll just be in a what do you call it? In a stupor for the next 2 months.
How in the world is turkey hunt starting tomorrow? I've been seeing people post pictures of dead turkeys for weeks now on Facebook.
Well,
but it is in Alabama. Here comes Rice. Here comes Rice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You know, I will say
Hello.
Alabama, you know, Primo, the freshman who's
Yes.
had a great year out of Canada, is a great three-point shooter. That's going to hurt Alabama not having him being available to play the first two games.
Youth, honey. What's turkey?
Well, was this Sunday?
The youth, yeah, youth,
Oh,
honey,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Youth hunting, okay.
All right.
I'll pull up.
Steve, True TV is 48. What is the other TBS? What is it?
Can I call you back? I'm on TV right now. See you.
Yeah. Is that your wife?
No, that's somebody from Troy Bank and Trust. They're using a new company to for your checks, and I don't know if I threw away my new check order, but I haven't got my new checks yet, and they're like Troy Bank and Trust, good service.
All right.
They're
A
following
lot
up.
of these games going to be on channel 48, and then what are the other channels?
CBS, TNT,
TBS.
and True TV.
All right, TBS is 30. All right, so they're on 40 and on 30. I know a lot of people are writing this
8.
down.
CBS is
Dad,
on 8.
you gotta watch on HD though. What are the HD channels?
Oh gosh.
People know what they're.
This yuppie is speaking from Great Beach this morning.
The person I know has got a 65-inch television and watches it on.
You got a 70-inch television, Michael. I have a 70-inch.
Yeah,
TV.
the basketball looks so good on HD, but so you need to find the HD channels.
Yeah. All right,
They're higher up. The
48,
HD
40.
channels are higher up.
Yeah. TBS, what is it? What I'm sorry, that is TBS.
I have no idea.
And but it's going to be a lot of fun, and I've got to turn mine into you and to the messenger. Is that right?
Well, I'll do it for you. Well, you got to do it. They need your email address to do the messengers. So I mean,
It's 44 and it's HD.
Okay, TNT is 44 and it's HD. So, all right, there are your channels there now: 48, 30, and 44. And then where does CBS come in?
8.
8.
8
All right,
8-1.
8 is for CBS, and I believe that's
CBS.
them, y'all. I believe that's them.
Yeah.
All right, write it down.
you write those. You take those home with you.
You folks out there, write it down. 48, 30, 44, and 8. Those are the channels you need to know.
They're all HD.
All HD. You're a good man.
All right.
All right. Good deal.
You
Good
know,
deal.
the Raiders yesterday have added Kenyon Drake to their running back
That's
roster.
right. That's
Kenyon
right.
Drake and Josh Jacobs will play together for the Raiders.
Oh, man.
Auburn
2
had
Alabama
3
running
basketball
backs.
players to transfer out.
Yeah. Mike, I'm
Auburn had 3 guys transfer out of the basketball program. Coach Cross says he would rather have a transfer, so maybe we can get a guy.
Yeah. I was very impressed with Coach Cross yesterday, the way he handles himself, and he's a class operator.
He sure
Yeah,
is.
he's just got to win.
I was fixing to see a negative remark from him.
He knows that.
He knows that.
I know he knows it, and he's a good man. And I'm going to start going over there and watching them practice. And Forrest, man, you look great.
Thank you.
And you raised some money, and that's important. You're still raising money.
Yeah.
And it's a very good sport. And I tell you, man, it looks like you. It looks like you.
Well, we'll see.
Hey,
Gotta give
where
me
did
some
that ball man go?
Ball.
But
Thank you,
Rice,
everybody here for
Rice, what you planning for the
helping in.
weekend?
That's a good
They're
question.
going to watch the scrimmage tomorrow, you, man.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be at the scrimmage.
I might go to the scrimmage, and I've got my hair cut at Raymond's last Saturday, so I don't need to do that. The grass is starting to grow, so I might have to cut the grass.
Michael, what are your plans?
We got our girls coming back from.
That's right. They've been gone all week. Y'all been going crazy, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been out every restaurant. Great, I think.
Okay, and how about you, Forrest? What's your plan?
I work in the golf course tomorrow at Brundage Country Club. Come see us. I'll be there about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Hope you had a
Come
great
play.
weekend, and hey, I hope to see you around. Baseball, Troy style, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a lot of fun. If you want to camp out in the outfield, have a big time. And hey, remember, all our great sponsors: Premier, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram trucks, Hey, how about buying a Ram truck this weekend? And of course, also our good friends at Troy Bank and Trust Company. Remember, Troy Bank and Trust Company, the only bank you'll ever need. And by Bird's Drugs, we love their eggs and bacon. And for y'all being such nice folks today, we're going to eat breakfast downtown.
All right.
And,
I am starving.
The rest of the story, Steve Kemp, thank you so much.
Donating $100 to
Troy, wait a minute, all right. Troy Cable just donated $100.
All right.
Thank you, Steve. You're the best.
He is the best.
Have a great one.
Starting April 1st, all your local county and school board meetings will be moving to BBTV Channel 17. Catch Pike County Commission, Troy City Council, and school board meetings live on